Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program, Liberia First on GHT. Today is Monday, November 18, 2024. We got a great show for all of us here. And so invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Dissent is essential and critical for any democracy. Liberia, Joseph Human Boakai crackdown on democracy is wrong and must be thwarted. If you join us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. On this podcast, we intend to be civil with one another. There shall be no curse word, no insults of any kind. If you don't like what we say, what we do here, we invite you to switch the channel. Or better still, you can call us here and be a part of the conversation and step your disagreement, and we'll go from there. There shall be no insults of any kind. Tonight's conversation was centered on the monologue here, and the theme of the monologue, sometimes standing firm in your beliefs means standing alone. But House Speaker Fonati Koffa is standing on the side of the law and House rules, and the Liberian people are standing with him. As the JNB Administration undermines herself, folks argue the law is the law, while others claim, for the sake of peace, resign. Who is more responsible for the peace and security of the state? Why are renegade lawmakers being bribed with hundreds of thousands of United States dollars to remove the speaker, not frowned on, but held in some quarter? Are Liberians not concerned about how ministries and agencies of government are allegedly funding the speaker's removal, while schools, hospitals, and many others are without funding? Is standing on the side of the law an honorable thing to do, especially by lawmakers? When does one compromise his beliefs and principles, and for what? Will Fonati Koffa compromise his beliefs and principles? That's the theme for our conversation on here tonight. Our monologue. If you join us for the very first time, we say welcome. Also, our lead stories tonight, or stories we are working on for you. Budget hijacked or presented. The Joseph Human Boakai Unity Party Administration wrote, quote, the presiding officer to present the draft budget. The presiding officer, as per Article 49 of the 1986 Constitution, is the Speaker of the House. Why did the government send the draft budget to the chief office? Was the budget hijacked by the renegade lawmakers? Was the budget hijacked by the renegade lawmakers? From the clerk's office, would the Senate concur with a budget by the renegade lawmakers or reject it on the grounds it did not meet constitutionality? What about the international partners? Will they honor such budget? Let's dig deeper. Also, coming up in this maiden edition for the brand new week beginning today, November 18th, resignation not option. Speaker Fonati Koffa says, quote, resignation is an option a voluntary act of mine that I will never give up to the majority bloc. End of quote. So a rousing applause. Speaker Kofa challenged the renegade lawmakers to return to doing the people's work while they collect signatures to remove him. He promised to recuse himself once they acquire 49 signatures. What says the Constitution and the House rules? Let's dig deeper. Also, coming up, Yasake Ware, the lady from Atlanta, welcome to you there. Also, coming up, ECOWAS Parliament mediation. The ECOWAS Parliament mediation team advanced strict recommendations to solve the impasse at the Liberian House of Representatives. But the renegade lawmakers refused the recommendations, thereby making the ECOWAS Parliament delegation an impasse in her effort to remedy the impasse at the Liberian House of Representatives. What's next and what's the way forward? Will the law prevail or money will move people over? Let's dig deeper. Will the law prevail, Rebecca Sam, or money will move people over? Arthur Solo Senior, the constitutionalist. Will the law prevail or people will fall for money? Ali Bagayogo, the statistician. Will the law prevail or people will be moved over because of money? One does one compromises his belief and principles. Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Talking about an ardent follower and listener to this program, Mrs. Rachel Lawrence, my own brother Godwin Appleton of Canada, of Liberia, Godwin, Professor Wilson Tape, formerly of the EPA, former EPA Director General, Prof. Wilson K. Tape, I believe he's in Minnesota this evening. Donald Glepletore of Texas, Robert E. Clark, happy birthday to you there, my friend. Hope Andrews, Emmanuel A. Rogers, Goddess Sobu, Master Dennis, Evelyn Wallow, Joshua Howard, and George N. Doughty. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. Indeed, we got a great show for all of us here. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Whatever the situation, we say welcome. If you join us here for the very first time, welcome as well. And all of you following on the YouTube channel, welcome to you. On Gina Hardcore FM 107, we say welcome to you. Right here on Facebook, welcome as well. It's Monday, a brand new week, a brand new edition. Welcome. What's in it for all of us? Patrick Kayas here. Welcome to you there from Indonesia. Adama Fofana, Agnes Glenlu, Aaron Vala. The ground shake in Lofa County. Who shook the ground in Lofa County? Beatrice Spear, welcome to you. Indeed, we got a great show.
Total number that's in there to remove him. The only comment I would like to make, and for me, I'm a lawyer, and it is said that the law sets the basis for relationships with men and women, because the law protects you just like the law protects me. The Constitution is clear. that the elected speaker is the head of the legislature. What is happening in Monrovia, they have not been able to get the total number that's needed to remove him. He remains speaker, and I think he should be respected. During Madam Salih's tenure, the same issue happened with Speaker Tyler. During the process of them trying to negotiate, she sent the budget to Speaker Tyler, because that is what the law says. All I can encourage all of our people to do, and I'm happy that Representative Moima Briggs is one of the strong people standing on the rule of law. Honorable Marvin Cole is another strong representative standing on the rule of law. The rule of law is our general protection. We must protect it at all costs.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best.
The only comment I would like to make, and for me, I'm a lawyer, and it is said that the law sets the basis for relationships with men and women, because the law protects you just like the law protects me. The Constitution is clear.
Former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor speaking there to journalists, emphasizing or stating her points that the law is the law. And history has it that even during the day of Speaker Tyler's removal, then President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf sent the budget to Tyler. All right?
Has suspended campus of the university. All right. So the University of Liberia, administration has suspended, postponed classes. All right. So there you have it. We continue to bring you this campus of the university. All right. So the University of Liberia, the
police brutality being captured on camera on the campus of the University of Liberia, where students were protesting for classes to resume, and you can see what this police officer is doing to the students in the back of the pickup truck. Students being uprooted, loaded in the back of the pickup truck, and you see what the police is doing. After having been arrested and all of that, they are being beaten upon by officers of the Liberian National Police. Came running from nowhere. Let's go back there. See him running? Where did he come from? Just ran and hit the young man on his head, on his body, wherever that was. You see that? Police brutality.
Joseph Boakai is involved with it. Do everything to get the number today. Liberian People, the price gone up 200,000. They were actually carried up on Wednesday, but it gone up today to 200,000 US. Joseph Boakai is involved with it. Former President Weah is involved with the removal of Fonati Koffa. Yeah, oh, people surprised to hear that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It started with the CDC. I've been doing my investigation, and now I'm being 100% informed. 100% informed. Former President Weah is involved with the removal of the speaker. They started it, the CDC started it, Unity Party grabbed it, and they are running with it with the involvement of former President Weah. Do everything to get the number today. Liberian People, the price gone up 200,000. They were actually carried up on Wednesday, but it gone up today to 200,000 US. Joseph.
The official team of the provide this information.
Thwarted, the question will come to you and you can provide the information.
No, I just wanted to provide simple information.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Thwarted.
Yeah, so the information here is that in the legislature, the official team of the legislature is in the old building. That old building is leaking and it's under renovation. So you the building that the speaker said is an annex to the main building. The original team of the legislature is in the old building, and that part of the building is under construction. And I provide this information.
Thwarted, the question will come to you and you can provide the information.
No, I just wanted to provide simple information.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Thwarted.
Yeah, so the information here is that in the legislature, the official team of the legislature is in the old building. That old building is leaking and it's under renovation. So you the building that the speaker said is an annex to the main building. The original team of the legislature is in the old building, and that part of the building is under construction. And I provide this information.
Thwarted, the question will come to you and you can provide it.
You know, you try to first of all, father behavior. I mean, it reached to a point where he knows that he made an error. You know, he's a saboteur. You know, he tried to sabotage the party. You know, he knows that he made an error. He can't come back. He doesn't have the face to come back. You understand? Because he doesn't even understand what he's doing. So what he needs to do is to look for these small excuses to believe that, okay, I have the power. No, you can see even when you're presiding or his people that are talking about, even to say what you want to say, you can see that it's trouble. You know, it's trouble. So first of all, father behavior. I mean, it reached to a point where he knows that he made an error. You know, he's a saboteur. You know, he made an error. You know, he's a saboteur. You know, he made an error. You know, he's a saboteur. You know, he made an error. You know, he's a saboteur. You know, he made an error. You know, he's a saboteur.
It's an option. Excuse. To those who, you know, every day they send their bloggers out to say the speaker coming resign. We call a press conference. And everybody, oh, the speaker coming resign, the speaker coming resign. Resignation is an option. It's a voluntary act of mine that I will never give to a majority black or to anyone. Voluntary act of mine that I will never give to a majority black or to anyone. Resignation is an option. It's a voluntary act of mine that I will never give to a majority black or to anyone. Is an option. It's a voluntary act of mine that I will never give to a majority black or to anyone. Resignation is an option. It's a voluntary act of mine that I will never give to a majority black or to anyone.
Hey. Whoa, Sabello. Bati. Awakote, welcome to you. Yasa Kari, Yasa Kewe on the YouTube channel. Welcome. Wilhelmina Oka, welcome to you. Any more?
No more. What they need to say?
Any more? Davis, welcome. Solo Senior, welcome. Yagatu Sando, welcome. Welcome to you. Ali Pagayoko, welcome.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Yes, I can wear. Both of us tonight.
Ije probably to many power.
Welcome to you there on the YouTube channel from Minnesota. Catch it too. Welcome. Welcome. Dwell Waller. Welcome to you. You back up there. Welcome. My bro. Speaker Councilor Jonathan Fonati Koffa has emphatically reaffirmed that he would not resign. I wholeheartedly support him to stand his ground. Speaker Kofa legitimately holds the gavel of authority. And because he's there on the side of the law, we are standing with him. Lord, I have come to you. No money for you. On some traditional music. No doubt. Badi Daje. 3 wow. Welcome.
What they need to say, what you like to
Welcome. I come to you, Lord. No doubt. Adama Fofana. Welcome. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Kusuka Dole. Kusuka Dole. Welcome to you. What a song there. What a song there by a warfare praise song by Ablakolo Gay. Sung in I believe that's Grebo or Crew. Tennessee. Is that Grebo or Crew? I think that Grebo song. That Grebo song, right? Yeah. Welcome there. To all of you. Kusuka, welcome to you. Teddy Ted the Lion Yankon. Welcome there. Sir, our sovereignty have been violated by the Guinean government due to Boakai's ineptitude. And Kanazile, a beautiful woman with wonderful song. Absolutely. Yes, that's Sabina Harris. Welcome to you there. And Frederick Tennessee says Grebo. Yeah, that's a Grebo traditional song there. Beautiful, beautiful song there. It's a warfare song. And you heard the guy from the beginning of the song blowing the horn, the trumpet, calling all men together. It's a warfare song. Listen to it. I want you listen to it. That's a call to action. The song is a warfare, gribble warfare dance. Gribble, it's a gribble dance, warfare dance, calling everybody to action. The horn is like the horn that is being blown to send the message across. He's like the town crier, calling everybody to action. Tonight, he's calling Liberians to action. Something is happening in our country. Something is happening in our country. And it needs all hands on deck. Everybody is being called to action. That's what we're here to discuss with you tonight. Okay? And you see below the screen there, Speaker Kofa stands for the law. We stand with him. Speaker Kofa stands for the law. We stand with him. Our monologue on here tonight says, sometimes standing firm in your beliefs means standing alone. But House Speaker J. Fonati Koffa is standing on the side of the law and the House rules, and the Liberian people are standing with him as the Joseph Yoma Boakai administration undermines herself. Folks argue the law is the law, while others claim for the sake of peace, resign. For the sake of peace, resign. Who is more responsible for the peace and security of the state? Why are renegade lawmakers being bribed with hundreds of thousands of United States dollars to remove the speaker, not frowned on, but hailed in some quarters? Why? Are Liberians not concerned about how ministries and agencies of government are allegedly funding the speaker's removal while schools, hospitals, and many others are without funding, is standing on the side of the law an honorable thing to do, especially by lawmakers? When does one compromises his beliefs and principles, and for what? When does one compromises his principles and beliefs, and for what? Okay? You listen to the videos we played here earlier. We're gonna go back to playing some of them again. Okay? You listen to the song, the traditional, the Grebo warfare traditional dance song. Yeah, Ali Bagayogo, that's what it is. Yeah, a Grebo warfare traditional dance song. You listen to that song. The song, in essence, is saying, Lord, I have come to you. I have come to you, seeking your help, seeking your mercy. Okay? Liberians, in some quarters, Liberians in some quarters are saying, for the sake of peace, Speaker Kofa, resign. Go away. Here is one of the comments here from Adama Fofana. Say, Honorable Kofa, please resign and go. We are tired and the country is standing still. Please. In essence, is saying, for the sake of peace, go away. Okay? Adama and myself, we don't live in the same house. We don't live in the same state. We don't talk on the phone like that. He didn't know I was going to come with this topic. I didn't know he's one of those that is talking about Speaker Kofa, for the sake of peace, resign. But there are some of us, some of Adama Fofanas, there are some that are saying the same thing that Adama just said. For the sake of peace, resign. You are holding the country hostage. Even if you listen to some of the news conferences with the very news conference today with the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the journalists were asking some of the lawmakers that are standing with him, why can't he resign for the sake of peace? Why can't he resign for the sake of peace? Is there anything, any provision, any article in the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia that says, for the sake of peace, the president must step down? For the sake of peace, the vice president, the speaker, the president pro tempore, or any official of government must step down for the sake of peace? Or the Constitution guarantee due process? What does the Constitution say? Okay? That's the essence of our conversation for tonight. And this monologue gonna go throughout the week. You know, we don't discuss topic once and leave it. It continues unabated, maybe throughout our programs. Because what we do here is an embodiment of the Liberia body politic. Okay, we are not making up stories, and we are not telling you lies. So our videos stay on the platform throughout the time, that people can go back and watch. Okay? Yeah. Sarah Dopo, welcome there. She says she's following from work. Welcome to you. Miss Chapin have joined us. I'm not sure she's ready, but Miss Chapin, if you're ready, let me say hi to you, and then we're gonna go into our monologue and continue from there. Frederick Tennessee Niman. Yes.
Yeah,
When
Mr. Yeah.
when that is blown, it is to call people together for a cause, either danger or good. The sound interprets bad thing is happening or good thing has happened. Absolutely. How you doing? Welcome to you there, Miss
Thank
Chapin.
you. Thank you, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for the hard work.
right,
And hi to everybody finding the platform. Thank God we all can meet here again today and have life. And we thank God for our country, Liberia.
right,
Yeah, so yeah. And if you had asked me, even in the early Johnson Sirleaf region, if we are seeing this gross violation of the Constitution, I would have said Liberia, I don't think Liberia will tread that path anymore
right,
because though the Boakai government is a democratically elected government, but I don't see the behavior of the government in context of democratic tenants.
right.
I think the government more like operating like a junta, so lawless, and
Uh,
I've never seen a lawless democratic government like this.
Right,
Since the 80s, even yeah, since the 80s in Liberia, since the not only the 80s, how you call it, since the Civil War, I may say, since the end of the Civil War,
right,
and quite frankly, Mr. Gilmore, I really lost in hope, and I really feeling the pain of defeat now. Uh, I feeling the pain of our defeat. Mr. Gilmore, I really didn't grieve when we lost the elections because I had hope that the country will remain democratic, and
right.
there's always a possibility to return to power.
No doubt.
But at this point in time, that hope seems to be fading a little bit. Now that I don't have hope in God, I do very much have hope in God. But I'm just looking at hope in terms of the democratic space, the rule of law being respected. And there's nothing that these people cannot do to stop the next election. You know, there's nothing to stop them actually.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What hope is there? That's the hope I'm talking about. What
Right,
hope is there that there will be a democratic space for people to canvass, for people to have the opportunity to crisscross the country, canvass, and have a free and fair elections. That's where I'm going now. I know we are past that Kofa. I didn't expect them to get that budget to Kofa. No, it was not in my dream
right.
that you would have done it.
We'll come to that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you very much. Here comes my daughter, Nena Kuya. Welcome to you there, Nena. Good to see you here. She said, "Good evening, Daddy, and my beautiful family. Welcome to you, Barbara D. Wilson. Good to see you on here. Asata Miller, for the same sake of peace, Boakai should resign too, because he has brought suffering on the Liberian people. Absolutely. No doubt about that. And Frederick, Tennessee, Honorable Fonati Koffa, do not resign for the protection of our Constitution or national sovereignty. Fonigil Masale, welcome to you there from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. And Henry Doe from Boston, Massachusetts, welcome to you there. Good to see you on here. And Linda Morris, Honorable Speaker, please don't resign for the sake of peace. Please, Honorable Speaker, don't resign. How many times did I say Honorable Speaker? J. Fonati Koffa, don't resign. And I like that, Linda. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right. So, what has happened to our country is standing firm in your beliefs, Sometimes standing firm in your beliefs means standing alone. Do you see Speaker Kofa standing alone in this fight? Do you? Do you see him standing alone? He's not standing alone. No, he's not. The Liberian people are standing with him. Okay? And because he's standing on the side of the law, we always argue the root of law. The root of law. The law is the law. The law is the law. We want justice. We want fair play. We want equality. And what have you? Okay? We've always argued that. And that's what almost every platform is the talking points. But some people on some of those platforms who are agents of the government or regime collaborators are blindfolded with the truth. They are blindfolded with the truth. And they sit on those platforms and tell both-faced lies. Like Ellen Johnson Sirleaf would say, that's a lie. L-I-E, lie. They tell both-faced lies in the face of the truth. Okay? How? Where is your principles? Where are your beliefs? Where is the honesty? When do you stand on the root of law? Why? Why do people make laws? Why do people make laws? Eh? Why do people make laws? Fonati Koffa did answer that question. Fonati did answer that question earlier today about the laws. Well, Amina Okai, you know I'm laughing at you, right? I will not play that song again. I'm not even highlighting your comment. I just reading it to myself. So you can just look at Wilhelmina Okai, look at her name and look at her comment. Joda Agbaji did it. Mr. Kofa said, if he resign, then his front will turn to his back, and his back will turn to his front. Real crew man. Absolutely. And Otaka Kahu. Boakai is currently in Sierra Leone underneath beating the junta leader in Guinea, begging or beating, not to we are in serious trouble. Yeah. Guinea is sending troops to the border with Liberia, attempting what we don't know. But Otaka, let's talk on it a little bit, and then in passing, let's talk about it in passing. Boakai is going to Sierra Leone. Okay, he's going to Sierra Leone. I wrote something on it today. I said, just the same way he took him to Rome and told them to remove him illegally, it's the same way he left for his village and told them to give it to the renegade lawmakers, undermining his own government of Liberia. Okay? If he didn't get it, this is it. Boakai took the speaker, Fonati Koffa, with him to Rome, Italy, in October. And while out there, it was when the rebellion happened against Fonati Koffa. When renegade lawmakers decided to remove him while he was on an official trip with Joseph Boakai. And as I speak to you up to this moment, Boakai have not said anything to Fonati Koffa about what is happening in the House of Representatives. Achitape, welcome. Boakai has said nothing to Fonati Koffa about what is happening in the House of Representatives, to say what is happening. But he can hold consultation, get counsel from lawyers and people, his advisors, about how to present the draft budget. So why is he consulting when he cannot even ask the speaker what is happening in your chamber? So he left today to go to Sierra Leone. And I just said to go to his village. With the instruction, you gave the budget to the clerk. In fact, the chief clerk is now well. I think the chief clerk traveled. She traveled. So it went to the deputy clerk. Okay, with instruction to doing just that. Do not give it to Fonati. Give it to the clerk. Okay, with a letter addressed to the presiding officer. Okay, this letter is from the office of the President Republic of Liberia. You see the seal? And right below the seal, it says the president. So it is Joseph Boakai who wrote this letter, authorized this letter, signed this letter. This letter was received today by the clerk's office, November 18, 2024 at 1:36 p.m. 1:36 p.m. is what? 8:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You see the letter? The presiding officer, the Honorable House of Representatives, Capitol Building, Monrovia, Liberia. Look at the first, the salutation there, the first sentence. Honorable presiding and distinguished members of the House of Representatives. Honorable presiding. Honorable presiding. He wrote the speaker directly on October 31st October 20, was it 25th? I will find that letter. He wrote the speaker October and said, dear Mr. Speaker, asking for extension. Okay? Asking for extension. He wrote the speaker. Asking for extension. Okay? That he will submit the budget on the 8th. The 8th came, he wrote the clerk, the chief clerk, Sarah. Today, you look at the letter there, he wrote the presiding officer. Mind you, who was the presiding officer? Who is the presiding officer? Who is the presiding officer of the House of Representatives? Who is the presiding officer? I'm trying to find this letter of Joseph Boakai of the October 30, 25th, I think 25th or 31st letter. Who is the presiding officer? It's the speaker. Let's show that to you. This is it right here. Article 49 of the Constitution. The House of Representatives shall elect once every 6 years a speaker who shall be the presiding officer of that body, a deputy speaker, and such other officers as shall ensure the proper functioning of the House. The speaker, the deputy speaker, and other officers so elected may be removed from office for cause by resolution of a 2/3 majority of the members of the House. Okay? Absolutely. Wilhelmina Oka. She says Speaker Kofa is the presiding officer. He is. And Lawson Zilli, Boakai needs to be removed from office as soon as possible before it gets too late. Yeah. My Mata's son, Deck. Hello, Mr. Gilman. Whatever is going on in Liberia, our people look for it because the man of God told them not to elect Joseph Boakai as their president. He did. And Jeanette Colley, good morning to you there. And welcome there from Brussels. Good to see you always. All right, my dear sister. All right. Okay. And this is from Tukba Wise, YMG. We will not have elections 2029. The earlier violations of the rule of law is to tell people what coming to us as a nation is very serious, and we are taking it easy. Okay, but let's get to this. This is Fonati Koffa's standing. Okay, the 1986 Constitution, Article 49. The House of Representatives shall elect every 6 years a speaker who shall be the presiding officer. So Boakai writes, the presiding officer, as you can see here, he writes the presiding officer to submit the budget. Okay, so he writes the presiding officer and sent the budget to the clerk's office, the deputy clerk, because the chief clerk is out of the country. The chief clerk is with Fonati Koffa. The deputy clerk is with the Renegade Lawmakers. And so the Renegade Lawmakers intercepted the budget. But you can see clearly whether Boakai is undermining his own government. He's looking for nomenclature, what name to use to communicate to the House of Representatives. All right, because the renegade group, the renegade lawmakers, if you listen to them, they refer to Thomas Fowler, Mr. Presiding, Mr. Presiding, Mr. Presiding, presiding officer. Okay, because they wrote Thomas Fowler to come and sit down to preside. And the video we've been playing for you, you heard Thomas Fowler in that video talking about, I'm here to preside, I'm here to preside, I'm here to preside. Oh, I know, I'm here to preside, I'm here to preside. All right? You heard him. I'm here to preside. Mr. Presiding, I'm here to preside. Yeah. I'm here to preside. So Boakai sent the communication to the clerk's office, title, the presiding officer. So that anybody that gets it, whether Fowler gets it, he's presiding over the renegade lawmakers. But constitutionally, Fowler does not have any standing. Okay? Constitutionally, as per Article 49, Thomas Fowler do not have any standing to conduct this budget hearing. Neither is the group of 43 renegade lawmakers. Listen to me clearly here tonight. You are not hearing me call them or refer to them as majority bloc whatsoever. It's because they have rebelled against the Constitution. They are renegades. That's who they are. And we should call them for that. Whether we have friends and family within their midst, we should call them renegade lawmakers. They are going against the Constitution, their own rules that govern the House of Representatives. They have rebelled against the Constitution and the House rules. They are renegade lawmakers. That's who they are. Call them for what they are. So how can anyone read this Article 49 and say, nope, ain't mean nothing, and say, for the sake of peace, leave it. For the sake of peace, let it go. Eric McGill. No soup boy, more than palm butter. For the sake of peace, let it go. Godfrey, get where? For the sake of peace, resign. Then where is all the advocacy? For the sake of peace, resign. Who is responsible for the peace and security of the country, of the republic? Who is more responsible? Isn't it the government responsibility to keep the peace and security of the state? Isn't it a requirement of the president? But why is it that everybody, or those people who are calling on Fonati Koffa to resign and telling him for the sake of peace, is he the only one that can ensure the peace and security of the state? Is Fonati Koffa holding the state stagnated? Is it Fonati Koffa that is holding things not happening? That is it Fonati Koffa that is causing a whole branch of government which can impact the other two branches? Is it Fonati Koffa that is stopping them, that is holding the government hostage? Or the 43 renegade lawmakers that have rebelled against the Constitution, against their handbook? Who is holding the country hostage? Who is stagnating the growth, development, productivity, the work of the Liberian people? Who is stagnating that? Is it Fonati Koffa? Is it Fonati Koffa? If your answer is yes, then tell me how. How? How is he stagnating the country, the government? How? How? How is Fonati Koffa holding the country hostage? Huh? How? How? Let's listen to Fonati today at his news conference. Wilhelmina Oka says no, he's not. He's not the one holding the country hostage. He's not. Let's listen to Fonati today when he spoke to the press in the Capitol building.
Again, either that's a deliberate attempt to be deceptive or is simply an ignorance which is understandable of the rules of code and the rules of procedure. When we went to court on the prohibition, and the Justice of the Chamber called a conference, and Big Ball One, who was representing the majority, he said, according to Big Ball One, Your Honor, this petition, this writ of prohibition is premature because we haven't engaged in any speaker removal. All they have is a complaint against the speaker. And people one was asked, as a lawyer who has a
So
duty,
that's Fanny Shema, speaker referring to as people.
he said they have not engaged with that.
All right. You heard Fonati? Who he referred to as Big Ball One is Vanish Sherman. It's Vanish Sherman. Vanish Sherman said to the judge, to Mr. Senior, the Associate Justice who presided over the conference at the Supreme Court, he said, Your Honor, we have not reached any decision to remove the speaker. We have not reached any decision to remove the speaker. It's just a complaint. And it was on the basis of that the Supreme Court decided, hey, because this does not exist, you don't want to remove him, so we are not going to issue the writ. We decline. We decline to issue the writ of prohibition. In other words, he was going to issue it. Decline mean what? No. Affirm, affirmative, yes. Okay? So there's no other way around it. He declined to issue the writ because there was nothing to prohibit. Because they said they were not at that point. So were they to agree, say, yes, we want to remove the speaker was going to issue the writ of prohibition. Emmanuel Zaza from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Mr. Gilmer, the reality here is that the president is holding the country and his administration hostage. His actions are directly siding with those who are stalling the entire process. Thank you. Yeah. Joda, G did it. Let's forget it, made chicken not have teeth. Leave it for peace sake. Yeah. It's not going to happen this time around. Favor L. Morris, welcome to you. How are you? Your own. You can't pick a call. You eating alone with yourself this time. You together with yourself too much. Oh, okay. Partner, you together with yourself too much. Funny girl Masale, so-called majority are holding the country development agenda. They're holding the country hostage. Emmanuel Tier, JNB holding his own government hostage. Yep. Absolutely. Cyril Dopo, because his 30-man team are still standing with him. You're going to see some of them talk. Okay, let's go back to playing this video, this conference.
In order to engage with that, they are going to follow their rules. That was the basis upon which the justice declined to issue the writ, because according to their representation, nothing has happened. To take that and say against legitimacy, when there's an article somebody wrote about the education system in Liberia, I urge everyone to read. Yeah. It does not say that. It cannot say that. The Supreme Court has a long line of cases on speaker removal. Thank God this is not the point. The Supreme Court will not reverse itself in this case. This is almost a case at the Supreme Court that is predictable. With Article 49, no other act you take is a legal act of the speaker. There's a reason why the rules say 37 to elect speaker and 49 to remove speaker. Let's examine that. To be able to remove the third most powerful person, the third person is like second person in line is succession. The framers of the Constitution contemplated that it was a serious act. A super majority must be required to take that step. Because it is the intent of the framers that all the other petty things we have, oh, the recipe they gave me, I wanted number this, I didn't get it, oh, and I'm on the committee, or oh, I went to the speaker, I asked for 200, I didn't get it. All those things, the framers did not think were plans for removal. So they made it a super majority. They didn't say 45, they didn't say 46, they didn't say 47, they didn't say 48. They said 49%. So whether you say somewhere you 42, you 43, you 44, it does not give you any legitimacy. And let's look at this. You've been signing your petition since May. We have been doing it for business since May. You were signing your petition, you were going to our office, you were laughing, eating, drinking, we were going to session, we were adapting budget here, you were signing your petition. So why don't you just continue to sign your petition until you reach 49? Let's be doing the people business, but people are paying you. Let's go to the people business. Why are you signing your petition? See how we didn't interfere with it when you started from number 1 to number 40 something? We're not going to interfere with it. We know you now. We'll let you sign your petition. Nobody will stop you. But the constitutional requirement is 49. And let me just say this. I have seen the frivolous charges against me, and nobody is eager to address those charges against me.
I have seen the frivolous charges against me, and nobody is eager to address those charges than me. He termed their complaint, because it was their resolution, now it turned complaint. He turned their complaint to frivolous, fiamomo, joke, unsubstantiated, has no bearings, no magnitude, or no magnitude. Eh? Cecilia Freeman. She said, Boakai is an evil genius. Absolutely. No Mage Cube inside. No Chigizu inside. They are complaint. Okay? I mean, when you heard Speaker Kofa says the framer of the Constitution did not say 49 because it's just a number. He said because of these little things will happen. Oh, he not put me on committee. Oh, I went to him for gasly. You see, he not get gasly. Oh, I asked him to borrow me some money. The whole speaker said he not get money. All those things can happen. But they're not serious things to cause anybody to want to remove the speaker. And that's why the framers of the Constitution, Article 33 says, a simple majority of each house shall constitute a quorum for the transaction of business. So in a House of Representatives, simple majority, that's 37. In the Senate, simple majority, that's 16. But a lower number may adjourn from day to day and compel the attendance of absent members. Compel the attendance of absent members. Okay? The lower number may adjourn from day to day. And you say for 1 day, for 2 days, for 3 days, for 4 days, for 5 days. The lower number may adjourn from day to day and compel the absent members to attend. It did not say the majority. It did not recognize majority, but it said absent members. Rachel Lawrence, happy birthday to you. The show is dedicated to you. Welcome to you there, and good to have you on. All right, welcome. Happy birthday to you. And Amy Black, welcome to you there. Good to see you. Welcome. Adama Fofana. Adama, this platform teaches, and we teach well. We teach truth, we teach honesty, we teach the right thing. Okay? We are discussing the Constitution here and what it says. And you stay asking the man to resign. That you say the body that put you there, half of them are asking you for your resignation. What do you mean by that? Yeah? Solo Senior, let me welcome you and then you meet yourself. Let me deliver this monologue. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Mr. Kevin. Thank you.
No doubt. Welcome there. All right. Okay. The framers of the Constitution knew full well that these fiamumu, these Calawags, Scalawags or Calawags, what his name, UG Fargo will call them. Okay? The framers knew that these things will happen. So, in order to remove the speaker, you don't need a simple majority. You don't need a simple majority. You need a super majority. And that's why they said 2/3. So today we have 73 lawmakers, representatives in the House of Representatives. 73, 2/3. Cecilia Freeman, I didn't want to say it, but anyway, you said it. She said, Adama's grandma has COVID. You're welcome there, Miss Lawrence. Said, thank you, Mr. Gilmer. You're welcome. Okay? The framers knew that people will be disgruntled. They will be agitated. Yes, Scalawax. Thank you, Wilhelmina Oka. People will be disgruntled. They will be agitated. They will be bribed, as the case is today, to do anything, to remove an elected officer of the House of... You know, Speaker Kofa is the speaker. He cannot even sack the chief clerk, the deputy clerk, the sergeant at arms, because they were elected. And you need 49 people. 49. Yeah, absolutely. Emmanuel Zaza, Mr. Gilmer, anyone who does not provide any constitutional article should not be given attention. Resignation is not a provision in this case. It is not. Okay? So the framers decided and they inscribed in the book that you need 49 people. Today we have 73. 2/3 is 49 because we cannot take 48 and a half human being. We don't have half human being. So 48.6 is 49. And now 43 and not 48, and not 47, and not 37, is 49. If we increase that number, 73, we create new districts, new districting, and new districts in any of the counties, and the number goes up to 80, you need 2/3. So it will be 80 divided by 3. If the Senate will create new county and the Senate number, the county Senate go up to 32 or 34, you need 2/3. You need simple majority to be Senate pro tem. You need simple majority to be speaker, but you need a super majority to remove the speaker, to remove deputy speaker, to remove the clerks, to remove the sergeant at arms. 49 votes. Why can't we go by that? Why can't we go by that? Mr. Kia, Stephen and Nelly Kia, welcome. Yeah. Says, good evening, young man. We are following and also watching you on the big screen at the same time. Now I understand why Boakai, having served for 12 years as vice president under President Salif, he said he was parked as an old car during all those years, unable to render decision. Shame. Absolutely. That's a major weakness on the part of any leader who cannot render a decision that is firm. Absolutely. Imanda Zaza. Taylor had the majority of the country under his control. He was never addressed as president until he was announced as president after the 1997 election. Absolutely. You can say that again and again. Ms. Pratt, Charlene Pratt, welcome to you there. How you doing tonight? Welcome. Okay? Speaker Kofa is on the side of the law, and the Liberian people are standing with him. So, in reality, we are saying here that the framers of the Constitution were very clear. Okay, that's Article 33. I can put it up and you see it so that you don't think I'm making it up. Let me put it up. Article 33 of the Constitution is very clear. This is it. Okay? A simple majority of each house shall constitute a quorum for the transaction of business, but a lower number may adjourn from day to day and compel the attendance of absent members. Whenever the House of Representatives and the Senate shall meet in joint session, the presiding officer of the House of Representatives shall preside. But I want you to look at this word. It said the lower number. The lower number. It referenced the lower number. The Constitution did not reference majority number. It referenced the lower number. Because you know why? The framers had a vision. They thought it wise that the speaker or the leadership of the House cannot rebel against itself, herself. Okay? The speaker, the leadership of the House cannot rebel against herself. So, Boakai may pay 42, 43 lawmakers to go against the speaker. And then 30 other lawmakers will say, we're standing with the speaker. And that's what happening today. So the law recognizes those minority. Okay? The law recognizes those minority. And it says the minority can compel those absent members. It didn't say the majority members, it said those absent members can be compelled by the minority. Okay? The lower number, it didn't say even minority, it said the lower number. But a lower number may adjourn from day to day and compel the attendance of absent members. Absent members. You know why? They said absent members and it did not say majority members. Is because the business of the house has to be done in the chamber of the house. If you have complaint against the speaker, against anybody, you present it in plenary to the speaker. And if it has to do with the speaker, as Fonati Koffa said, he will recuse himself. He said, not just from the investigation, but from the entire plenary whatsoever until it is decided. Until it is decided, he will recuse himself. Okay? That's what the law says. And this is quorum from their own rule or handbook, chapter 6, quorum and commencement of business, rule 12, quorum. A quorum shall consist of simple majority of the members of the Honorable House of Representatives. Quorum shall be necessary for the transaction of business. However, a minority may meet from day to day. Meetings at which a quorum is not present, only a motion to compel. This is their handbook. This is from the House of Representatives' own handbook. And because they did it in consonance with the Constitution, because the Constitution takes precedence over everything, every law. So they wrote their own handbook for quorum patent after Article 33 of the Constitution. Bruno Bresser, real drama control. Hold it. Right? It's patented after Article 33, rule number 12, 12.1. See it there. However, a minority may meet from day to day. Meetings at which a quorum is not present, only a motion to compel the attendance of absent of members or to adjourn may be made. And this is why Fonati said he is going to use the Constitution and the House of Representatives rule book. What's there? What's there so difficult? So listen, let me get your take and then we'll go to something else. I'll play the video with Fonati.
Thank you, Mr. Gilbert.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that triggered me most was the police officer that brutalizing those students in the pickup truck. And when I look at the article you just put up, how many of the simple majority will have the minority block there? How many? The 37?
The minority?
Yeah, I think they are 30.
They are 30.
30, okay.
Oh, so you mean for business?
I mean the one that stand with the law, with the Constitution.
Yeah, the ones with the Constitution, they are 30.
Okay.
And for the three renegade.
Okay.
30 constitutionalists.
You see, Mr. Gilman, the reason why I asked that Article 33, the reason why I think Speaker Kofa unable to use it is that the executive is in cahoots with all the other people, so they are weakening the enforcement of it.
Yeah.
The sergeant at arms was supposed to deputize the sheriff to collect those guys.
Yeah.
You know, you got a sergeant at arms, I think they are like 2 or 3, 4 people maximum. So they need to deputize the sheriff to collect those lawmakers and bring them. But now, in order to deputize the sheriff, because the sheriff is the only elected police officer that you have.
Yeah.
But right now, if Boakai control the treasury, then he control their paycheck. They will not be deputized by the sergeant at arms to go arrest those lawmakers.
But that's why the Liberian people are with Kofa to enforce the law.
Yeah. So
and they can bring pressure to bear on Joseph Boakai, because if he allows he said the renegade lawmakers, I'm not calling them majority bloc, if he allows the renegade lawmakers to have their way, the Liberian people can get out tomorrow in their numbers surpassing the June 7 protests. All right.
Yeah, that's my point, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
It doesn't focus on the House anymore. They say, oh, yeah, the House action, both group, they're action holding the country hostage, but who manages the country is the president.
Yeah.
The president. So pressure the president.
He controls the peace and security. It rests on his shoulders.
On his shoulder. He's the one that provided security. So if the president is not negotiating with anyone and you just sit there and say, you know what, let them fight. No, but then this is not a gladiator club, you know. No. If it was a gladiator club, then we will find a dominance to do it. But we're talking about people's lives. We're talking about budget that you holding there that still hangs in the balance. Nobody knows what are going to come to fruition anytime soon. So the major problem with the Liberian people, if you're listening, is not the House, it's the executive branch that causing this problem.
Right.
Boakai need to be able to say, look, Speaker, like the person clarify doing any time, even though the speaker was about to be removed, but as long as that present time he still has the vote, he's still the speaker. Until otherwise, then that's how you're supposed to do your business.
You heard the former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor.
Yep.
She said Alex Tyler was speaker, and when they were agitating to remove him, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf still presented the budget to him.
Yeah, because Mr. Gilman, Madam Ellen, the president, former president, she understands the diplomacy and
you don't get it. I mean, whether you are the one finding the money or sourcing the money, you don't show it like that.
Yeah, you gotta pretend that you are on this side of the law.
On the side of the law.
Yeah. So that's why I say Boakai is the one, because if I can tell you, I say, look, Jeremy, we still need maybe up to 300,000. That's your obligation as a president, because you don't want managing the treasury. You can make it 500,000 for each lawmaker. That's up to you. But let them go to session while they collect his signature, according to Speaker Kofa. He's not going to rip them to pieces. He's not an executive. He has no power.
No.
The only power he has is lawmaking power. He can't say, oh, you arrest the person for going against me. It's never going to happen. Plus, you're the so-called majority. You know, you can just go in there and say, oh, no, we deny the motion. We don't want to sit on you. And then it come to a simple vote and see what happens if it continues. But this problem, I look at it, and when Ellen was saying it, Mr. Gilman, nobody pays attention to it, that Boakai cannot govern. He must not govern. When he was saying it, everybody said, oh, she took the clip from the Gladiator movie. No, but she was right. Boakai cannot govern. Look at all the things that's going on. Look at all this that's going on. And you still just remain quiet. You think going quiet, it didn't work well for President Weah. You know, going quiet is not a thing. Liberian people don't let quiet. You do quiet, then you causing more problems. So the whole agitation go on. I understand the group, but you, the president that is elected by the popular mandate of the country, because all those speakers and the senator, they were elected by a simple district or county. You are the one elected by the entire country. You have a responsibility for the peace and security of the country.
Right.
You know. So I don't know what President Boakai is doing. I don't know who advising him. I don't know. His party is not seeing all this, because now we're getting on an international wire. ECOWAS coming, nobody know the hair and the tail of the ECOWAS meaning. Because if they look at it, that you're not going to come to the ECOWAS can force you. This is why I call ECOWAS the watchdog with no teeth. You know, ECOWAS can't do anything when you put just staying on your own side. Yeah, we hear you. That's it. You know, so it's going to be a problem. But we in the media got to talk to the citizens. Like, hey, forget the House, go after the executive.
Right.
Forget the House, go after the executive. They are the one causing this problem. They are the one distributing the money. The House never distributed any money.
No.
Even though the money is supposed to be allocated from the House approved, but now saying they have some of their gimmicks, they have small the treasury, they are spreading it around to create chaos. And as for those university students, well, these are the things they didn't like, and they voted for Boakai, Mr. Gilmore. So they are facing their own jolobo. I'm not complaining about it. When Boakai, when President Weah were there, they spent most of their time in town hall removing Zolizo them from making public statement. You know, so now they're getting the view of what they voted for. I mean, for me, I would say bravo, bravo. This is what President Weah was talking when they were voting. You said a plate of rice and water, and then they will be eating and still causing their mom. Now go try with Boakai. That radio, the radio that way he used on his head.
Yeah.
Then that's what will be gone. Oh, man.
Absolutely. And Chris Slabo, the president is the one masterminding everything. The first plot failed by taking the speaker to Rome, and now he left to go to his village, his former school in Kenema, and left the budget with the Renegade Lawmakers. Let's continue to listen to Speaker Kofa here in this clip, and then we'll bring you some of the comments from some of those 30 constitutionalists, honorable men and women that are standing with him, standing on the side of the law.
In fact, I will ask them for the first time, the complaint against me must be tried in public. Let me the president, let me everybody. We will try that case here. I'm willing. But the idea that we compromise the Liberian people business simply because you don't want to look me in the eye, you're afraid of me, or you're afraid I will do something I have already committed. I will recuse myself. And I can stand here publicly and say, so help me God, I will recuse myself the minute that complaint is constitutionally lodged. So that's no issue. The majority will have to find another excuse. So those who, every day they say their bloggers have to say, the speaker coming with that. We call a press conference. I want the speaker coming with that, the speaker coming with that. Resignation is an option. It's a voluntary act of mine that I will never give for a majority party.
The speaker again.
No, continue, Chief.
And let me tell you what legitimacy. Those who talk about legitimacy are one of the constitution of Nigeria. All power is inherent. The legitimacy of any institution is given by the people. We are gratified that the majority of the Liberian people stay with us on the side of the people.
Sure.
We will continue.
On the press conference,
So he just goes.
okay, really live.
Our heads are blooded, blood and foul. Our backs are straight. We can face the Liberian people. Our vision is clear. On this journey, we will stand squarely on the side of the Liberian Constitution. We will stand squarely on the side of the rules of the House of Representatives.
Yeah.
Any other thing anybody wants to do, we will do it without our acquiescence. The law is the law. We must proceed by the law. You want to remove me? I don't want to be there. One more day past 49. The minute you get up 49, you will see how I pack my office so fast and I go where I need to be. But this nonsense, where every day few group of people, either induced or uninduced, with whatever reasons they have, come in and destabilize the house and this leadership for personal aggrandizement. That law is going to stop here.
Thank you.
It's going to end. For me personally.
We got to stand. People better deal with me, you guys, but the speaker of Thwarted, that kind of back on the table.
And that trust has to do with the Liberian people because they trust us to bring us here, so we have to stand with them.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's talk to a female lawmaker. How about you? What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Ruby Barry.
What do you make of the speaker's press conference, ma'am?
The law is the law, my dear. So let us follow the law. And that's what he said was the right thing to do, to inform the staff and people so they can understand exactly what is happening.
Now, how prepare you to go to speaker? You just listen to him. How prepare you?
I'm here. I am prepared. I'm going to stand with him to the end.
Okay, thank you so much.
So that's what
say, and leave with glory. We got to stand for something. Those days are past, the dark days. The dark days are past. So this time, the Lord is the law. The Lord
I
is
was
the
thinking
law.
the press to apply. Okay.
Good morning, how are you?
Listen to the speaker.
I'm speaking to the press right now. I'm speaking to the press right now.
Yeah. So this is the vehicle that was put. He was cleared. Staff offs. He was cleared. According to him, he will not resign as Speaker of the House of Representatives. Yeah. So
Prepare you to go to speaker. You just listen to him. How prepare you?
I'm here. I am prepared. I'm going to stand with him to the end.
Okay, thank you so much.
So that's it.
What is happening?
Now, how prepared?
How prepared are you? Representative Ruki Barry, District number 1. That's our Turi and all those areas. Prepare to go through the end.
These are my in-laws, Tori district. That's where my wife's from. So
Okay, I didn't know that.
yeah, these are my in-laws.
Yeah. All right. She's from District number 1, Monserrato County. And District 1 is, I think, the biggest district, but less populated. But they got vast land. Sir Joseph myself walked that district.
Huge farm.
It's a huge district. Okay. So you heard the lawmakers there, the constitutionalists, standing firm on the side of the law, on the side of the Constitution, on the side of the Liberian people. And then people say, for the sake of peace, Fonati, resign. Failing to realize that Fonati means wait for your time. So let's see.
Mr. Giver.
Yeah.
You know, I like what the speaker did, because that mindset we have to break it now, because you have somebody who would destroy something or steal from the government, millions of dollars, then they say you let it go, let bygone be bygone. No, there should be accountability for anybody that doing anything wrong.
Absolutely.
So accountability is good. So the speaker said, yeah, for the peace sake, let it come to session. You would have told them the same thing. For peace sake, go to session, go to school. Your mom, your grandma will get verse for peace sake, I'm tired talking to money, go to school. For peace sake, pack all your stuff, come to session. Nobody gonna be your butt. You are lawmaker. So the idea of let's forget it, let back up be back up for pieces. That peak will take it apart. This is democracy. Let's fight. For me, the only problem I see in here, Mr. Gilmore, is the executive manipulating the process or muddying the water and causing confusion.
Absolutely.
But I will just withdraw myself between them and say, let two of them fight and see who win. Again, then when just fairly fighting among themselves, again, then by that week, that whole problem will be solved. But as long as the executive involved, there's money. So everybody interests are aligned with the $200,000 or the $25,000 or the $50,000.
Yeke is reporting some astronomical amount of monies that the Ministry of Agriculture I don't know, is what 600,000 or 800,000 from the Ministry of Agriculture for the speaker's removal to get additional people, more lawmakers.
You see, Mr. Gamer, the idea here is this. If you're doing the coup d'etat, if you fail, what you do, you run to exile, right?
Yeah.
But for their coup d'etat, since it failed, they want to stay on top of the failed one and reunite.
Yeah.
And go after the person. Then it create problem, because now then you have the citizen all eyes open on you. You already failed. Nobody said don't do your coup d'etat. They say your house issue. The people did not elect the speaker. You're the people elected Fonati Koffa as a representative. You made him speaker. But now that you put in money, that's supposed to go to the Liberian People budget, that's supposed to go to school, the university students that are out there, then you are causing problem for the Liberian people.
You are causing problem.
You know, because right now you're looking at almost $3 to $4 million. Yeah, that's why Yeke was talking about.
Yeah, $800,000.
But what we are talking about, the road are even going to his own county disconnected during the rainy season time. You know, we're talking about roads that go into the southeastern are disconnected, but we're ditching out $3 to $4 million that we're going back to our international partners to say we need money.
We need money. All of this is happening right before the international partners.
Yeah. And Mr. Gilmore, look, I'm glad we're part of ECOWAS, but ECOWAS leadership has to change. ECOWAS is very weak.
No, but what did you expect them to do? That's a sovereign country.
But there's a clause that is in there that they can activate. But you see how quick they want to threaten Niger with a military intervention, because they take order from people. There are a lot of clauses in there that they can use, but the order went over there. They don't even say know what those things are. They just sit over there and get money. You know, those people sign. If you ask Slowly right now all this thing, he will tell you what power that the ECOWAS has to do this. If ECOWAS was to intervene, Boakai would have been teaching you a little bit of lesson. Say, hey, if you're doing this, we're going to say this to you, because it appears that you don't want doing this. ECOWAS have their power, but they want to use they don't have military power, they don't have executive power, they have the negotiating power. And that negotiating power comes with a lot of things about information. This is what makes America great. America has information on everybody. They have information on you or your mother-in-law. So when they say, hey, you know what? Even the speeding ticket, we can forget it, but you know you cheated on your taxes, we can get you for that one.
Yeah.
You will surrender. You know, most of the loan that are being approved for the highway come from the African Development Bank. Who controls it? No, these are the people that are controlling the bank. These are the shareholder, the majority shareholder.
Right.
You can hold those things. Boakai will not get money. Starve him. You don't have to censure him. Just block him most of the stuff that he's doing. But you see Tinubu or Nana Kofa, all those people, they are just running around with
Tinubu is the head of ECOWAS.
Yeah, I know.
And if you listen to the speaker, he may mention that it was ECOWAS leadership or the community that decided to send those people in there to negotiate. And they went to go try to remedy the impasse, and they also had an impasse. They put up six points, 6 recommendations. The speaker did agree to them. He said he had reservations, but then he agreed. But the renegade lawmakers, they said no. They said they wanted time to go discuss it. And all of them are staying at the RLJ.
Of course.
And then they came back and said they never had quorum to discuss it.
Mr. Gilman,
Eh?
majority black. You the majority black. You the one planning the coup d'etat, and then you get, oh, my pistol is empty. I don't have.
They said they never had quorum. They never had quorum to discuss the recommendations, and so they needed today, Monday, to do that. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And then people say it is Fonati Koffa that is holding the country hostage. How?
How? If a Fonati Koffa, he only had 30 lawmakers. You have 43 on the other side. What's stopping them to get the majority number? Because they are in the for me, I don't even say care about the constitutionality in it. What I care about, you fail. Your plan fail.
Your plan fail.
Just abandon it, go for another plan. You know, but you want to stay on that scene or place that you have a nuclear bomb went off, everything is dead. That's why you want to stay. You want to plant new corn, and then you want to wait for the corn to grow before you take the corn seed into the house. No, it's not going to happen. You have 100-year dead zone. That's it. You can go back and say, look, all of you that have signature here, stay on point. If you leave, we'll come after you. Let constitute a new mandate to go get rid of the guy. If you hate him so much, even what you did, if you go back to Section 18, anything you put in front of Kofa, you will overlook it again because you know that there's a plot to remove him and it failed. So you'll be very much an open-minded person. It will be a lesson taught to him. But all of them, they don't understand bureaucracy. They have their feeling into everything. And your feeling, they are not facts.
No.
Just your feelings.
It's just your feelings. Absolutely. Ms. Chapin, let's hear you, and then we'll begin to take calls. You can call us here at 313-957-9702, 313-957-9702, WhatsApp and direct. We'll take your calls. Ms. Chapin?
Yeah?
Yeah, let's hear you.
Hi, Arthur. How's the family?
Family doing well. Thank you, Mama. A long time.
Yeah, I think we can see each other again. Yeah, Mr. Gilman, as I said earlier from the beginning of the show, you know, when we lost the elections, I didn't feel so bad because I had hope that the democratic space will remain open and will be favorable, that any political party can thrive and make a comeback, or new political party could emerge and win, you know, and the country will be stable. And I expected that where President Weah and Salif have stopped the country, Joseph Boakai and his people were going to make at least an attempt to move forward. Though I didn't expect much from them, but at least. But as it is now, you know, if we don't rise up, if Liberians don't rise up, everybody thinking say a CDC versus Unity Party. No, it's not. No. It's the Republic of Liberia. It's the people of Liberia versus Unity Party.
Yeah.
It's not even Speaker Kofa because the law.
It's the law, the rule of law.
The law. I don't know how to say this, but it's the law. Mr. Gilman, if the law is not there, then what there to value?
And what's there to even fight for?
Yeah, yes, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
So that's where we found ourselves. So people should rise up. People should stand up now before we enter all that North Korea.
North Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at so
Don't go to North Korea, please. That guy get nuclear warheads, okay? Or GSP.
Kim Jong-un. Well, you think Kim Jong-un and family started in one day? That's how they started.
Yeah.
That's how they started. Before you know it, they was all powerful and they were deep. They had created a deep state.
Yeah.
A deep state. A government that is ready to get and to bribe and members of the house with millions of dollars. So far, we the law. That government, what may I say we have election 2029 free and fair election.
Yeah.
What may I think that the political space will remain open that we can even broadcast?
Absolutely.
We're going towards that. I don't know, people not seeing that. They want to cross all political party line. It's the law. It's the people of Liberia versus the government. It's the law. The law is related.
The law is the law.
Yeah, I don't favor Kofa. Normally, I really didn't favor Kofa, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he started sending things to committee room, it just turned me off about him. But the law is the law.
Right.
Stop there, Mr. Kema.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the phone lines here. Welcome our first caller, Joyce Lamaga Wim.
Yeah, Mr. Kema.
Welcome.
How are you, Mr. Kema? Hello, everybody. Mr. Soto, how are you? Mr. Kema, the only thing I can understand about we the Liberians, right? Because man, I'm taking myself and I go all part of Liberian. Why is it that every now and then when you ask those Johnson, the Salif, the Herons, the Kofa, the Collies, the Disney, only Honorable Speaker Kofa should resign.
Yeah.
Are there something in there that they say that when unity party or every speaker must resign? Is that a taboo? Or it's something that if the speaker doesn't resign, they don't boost the morale up?
Yeah.
Mr. Honorable Kofa, you keep a good intention, vision, and provision, whatever it is, stand your ground. Whatever echo people can come, stand your ground. Even if the United States of America, Donald Trump store, stand your ground. Then they come out with 49 people to take you away. If they can get 49, you'll still be speaker until 5 years. But Mr. Kema, you see, money is the evil. Money is the root of all evil.
Right.
The Liberian people, some of them will go on a secret. They could tell anything you do in the darkness. They can't do like the money that you call about say up there. You're not going to go to that 200,000 that your new account on Facebook. Because if they get it, you get $50. She will tell her friend, tell her friend, we can't also.
No, but the thing about it is, if they took the money to join our group, then people will know that it switched over because of money. But if they took the money to eat it and share with their friend, we'll celebrate them.
Oh yeah, now if they take the money and eat it and say, oh, they give me 200,000 to for them, I stay with Mr. Kofa, we accept it.
Yeah.
Because something got to bring it outside. This is not fair. The Liberian people have for the people, they ain't get food to eat. Christmas, 2 weeks from now, we'll be heading to Christmas. People children go to school the whole year. People are dying. The university students are standing up for this. So you even get cheer. One job we are trying to put a roof on your building. You say your home asking you vote. Now you're standing on your own campus. The United Party people beating you. Job we are people getting your water to drink.
Yeah.
They beating you for your own right. Just about park on you go ceremony to go take some boost or shot to come out to be looking fresh for Sunday to go to church. Anytime I mean the country problem is starting at bureau. Because tomorrow this will bring that man living body to the court just about left to go ceremony because he won't be in that bureau when it happen. This is sad for our country, Mr. Kimo. Our family is living down there. It's so sad.
It is sad.
You can't even speak your own right. You said Boakai in Liberia. He said Joey was small boy. He said the worst thing. Nobody put nobody in jail. But by the time he said you saw Boakai ran away to go serenade, looking for your telephone number, your horse address to put you in jail.
Yeah.
It is Liberian people can stand up for themselves. They're waiting for CDC that human being. Not because it says CDC or it says CDC, that human being, they can wife, they can.
Yep.
Now, not CDC against Joseph Boakai. Now, 19 other parties against Joseph Boakai. You can't stand out your window CDC, and a CDC blood you can sacrifice, you will not sacrifice the other blood there.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Kimon, can you dig into the thing? Why you get called back? Team attaching to we have to Fonati Koffa removal.
I will discuss that thing here again, but lead that talk.
Oh, it said because he not speaking about it. I already spoke. I don't want you to do.
Lead that talk. Let me take another color.
And they get the 200 either or your sister for Fonati Koffa. I can tell you because they get plenty of money to waste.
They get plenty of money.
Okay, Mr. Kimon.
Thank you very much. The Reverend Abenigo Kanefe, welcome.
Yeah, I don't know if that good morning to your area. I'm all the way in Indiana. So good night, Mr. Gavin.
Welcome, welcome.
Good to hear your voice.
Yep.
And I say hi to all the panelists. I was in short, of the platform, but I just got in. I know what all is unfolding. Well, I just want to take maybe probably 1 minute just to contribute to your platform.
Yeah.
But I have 1 or 2 questions for you, Mr. Gaiman, concerning the CNN. Is there any thing in the making for our gathering for this year, 2025? Secondly, what is unfolding in our country? Any move by the CNN to engage in the resolutions of the stuff that go on in our country? Having said that, I think you can speak to that effect later on. For the beginning, I did not like Fonati. I mean, I like him as a human being,
right?
But probably I didn't know more about him. And when this stuff was going on, the Robert to the party headquarters and all of that, and he never, he never speak anything against that. That really blew me up. But when it comes to the law on what is happening now, I think I back 100%. Liberia, there must be a change.
Right.
There's a clear pathway for 2029. Clear pathway. I think I've been telling beforehand, I think the concern network will have 100% involvement to have someone resolute in that country to engage our citizens instead of waiting for 2029. I don't know if you're the chairman, you are our father, you are our big brother. And that should come from your heart, to engage or to start implementing some stuff, that will remove all these senators and representatives that causing problem in this country. Because again, that country only need 2 parties, probably, the CDC and UP. We don't need all these parties. But I think that some engagement will need to start now, before 2029. If anything in the making, Mr. Gidman, I just want to stop there. But thank you very much.
Yeah.
I enjoyed, I came late, but every time I hear your voice, there is a volcano shalom that resonates in my spirit.
Thank you.
I want to bless God for that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you very much, Abenigo Kanefe. I will respond to you. Let me take this gentleman, Emmanuel Zaza, and then we'll come. Zaza, welcome. Emmanuel.
Sorry, I'm I'm muted. I'm speaking to myself. Sorry.
Yeah, you are speaking to yourself. Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Good evening to everyone, and good morning to those on the other side.
Right.
Yeah. So, Mr. Gilman, the other group, the 43, they are used to fashion where they will pressure the speaker, and
then he resigns.
There are history.
Yeah.
We have not had a successful removal of any elected official.
No.
Since let me just quote after the war. I don't know what before the war, but I say George Dwyer, Tyler, Edwin, Snow, none of them were removed. Instead, they were pressured.
Yeah.
Yes, they were pressured to resign. Some of them won their cases in the court. They put it on there. Whether you win case, you don't win it, we don't want to elect you.
Yeah.
When ECOWAS came, they agreed to the mediation. But what happens? The part that triggered the entire thing is the two weeks. Because in the 6th point, one of them say investigate and conclude in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But the point is, okay, if we agree in 2 weeks, what happens after 2 weeks? We don't have the 49. So their point was because they know they were not going to get 49 in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
So no need for them to accept it. Before the very first thing they accepted a conversation with the people. They said, okay, you know what happened? We'll get back to you in 4 hours.
Yeah.
But then when they consult the people in the hotel, the people say, well, this year we agree. After 2 weeks, go for now read the number there with me or shame. So many for the to the people, let's get to the post. If I always say we tell the post, we can't go on a gabo. Let's just use that one as an excuse. But the main reason is that because they know they'll not be able to get it 49.
No, not get 49. No.
That was it. It's not because they know that they don't want to go on a gabo. They don't have confidence. All of that just saying. If you if Kofa say, okay, I agree. Let me come to you. They will not still get it 49. They will still find a way to create to continue that impasse. That's the point that is holding them. Those who don't understand and saying Kofa resign, we agree. All I will say, the law is the law. You quote the constitution and say, on the point I put disagree, you will resign. Once they can quote it, then Kofa should resign.
Yeah.
I mean, no suggestion. Once they can bring that constitution and say, or even in their rules, let's
in
just
their rules.
In their rules. Even in their rules, if they bring any rule that will say, the Kofa, the rules say the father will not want you to resign, then let Kofa go. For me, that's all I got to say.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
No doubt. Rebecca, see you. Hi, how are you? Good evening.
Okay, how you doing, your family? Mr. Gomez, thank you for the show and the topic under discussion. The problem that's going on in our country is so worrisome, Mr. Gomez, because some of us are here were opportune to come on the side of our children, on that side, born children.
Right.
And beside that, our country is our country. There's nowhere at home.
No.
Like what Chappie was saying, it is discouraging, but we don't know where to start from. But Mr. Kuhlman, looking at the whole scenario with the speaker resigning, removing the speaker unlawfully and all the thing, Mr. Kuhlman, when you I will forget a parable, they say, Tantra is not for rat alone.
No.
Maybe people look at it the other way. If people came to power and they start to move people from their position unlawfully, the House of Representatives that make the law, they sat over there without saying a word. See what happened in Nikutan. They forced that other, what it is, drive me on the people. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
People said, no, we got a law in our borough. We got a law, a constitution that governs the borough. They said, no, we don't care about the law. They carry their police over there. But what the police are doing in our country, Mr. Kuhlman, putting hands on our children, our mothers, naked our sisters in the street. And we got other people on the social media. They call themselves human rights advocate or whatever. And nobody taking steps.
No.
So like what the brother was saying, concern Liberia, we need to find to find me and see how we can gather again. Because enough is enough. They want to bring problem in that country.
Yeah.
Let Fonati stand his ground, and those that standing with him, it might not be for nothing alone. It might not be when it happened in the shoe, then they stand up on the poor people. The law can be for them. You see what we've been talking?
Right.
Contract is not for rat alone. It happened to the other people. And you are on the same media. We were calling upon them. Where is the law? Where is the law? Now it turned to them. So, that's my own little intake. Then stay ground. Then I want to tell Yeke Koluba. He only calling the president because he want facility to be running around in the street.
Yeah.
No, those days are gone, Mr. Gilman. We are not going to protest. Police is not going to shoot anybody. They're not going to naked our sisters in the street. They are the one that were digging ground and running around and putting the government in power. So their own devil that they dress, they put us he can find way again. He and Costa and whatever, he can get in the street and go take that devil from us. But it's not CDC. So when he like it, he just call Joria 1,000 million times and say Joria is part of or what it is one of those that is in favor of moving the speaker. We know we got sense. So thank you for having me, Papa.
Thank you very much, Rebecca Seya. Well, for Kanefe, we still got 1 or 2 more minutes for anybody who wants to call. All right. When we remove this calling information, we'll not take your calls. Yeah.
Mr. Giver, while we're at it, I want to thank the co-chairman, Dinalo Tamasad, for his contribution to my organization. I appreciate that. I want to say thank you, Mr. Co-chair.
Right.
I'll call you tomorrow when you're listening. So that one, that easy thing, I'll call you. Yeah. But I just want to praise my co-chairman. He told me, he said, Mr. Solo, don't worry, parliamentarian, I'll come through. And he did. So
absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Kanefe, you're not the only one. I've got some calls about CLN. What are we gonna do? What are we doing? And what have we've been strategizing and thinking. But I think we'll convene a meeting, a general meeting, so that everybody understands what we can or cannot do. All right. But our convention will be next year, July. The official convention for CLN will be next year, July, in Philadelphia. That still stands for next year, July, in Philadelphia. Okay. But we'll try to see if we can convene a meeting. I'm gonna work on my schedule either this weekend or next weekend. But we're gonna next weekend, that Thanksgiving weekend, so it's not gonna be possible. Yeah.
Yeah, don't try to talk you, Mr. Gilmore.
Yeah, absolutely. That turkey weekend next weekend. Yeah. All right, but CLN is strong, and you know who we are. All right. Ms. Chapin, let me get your parting comments in a minute, and then Solo Senior.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, thank you
Yeah.
again for the show. Thank you, Arthur, for always coming on and keeping our platform alive. Sarah and the landlord and the other people, you guys have really been doing good. Thank God for you all. I've been here from Apostle Seal for a while.
I always talk to him. He good.
Yeah, okay.
It's the time.
Yeah, and I thank God for all our followers and our listeners. Let's just pray. You know, in Nigeria, back in I think 2000 something, or in the 90s, in the 90s, when Sani Abacha was in power in Nigeria, and the people couldn't seem to get a way through. They couldn't get their country on path. It's the news is that the Nigerians went in prayers, and finally Abacha cleared the space. Today Nigeria is moving from one democratic government to another, and we have seen
Sani Abacha.
Yeah. We have seen how Nigeria have thrived over the time, and it's still thriving, a lot in a number of ways. So we can do the same. Sometimes not everything requires a physical fight.
No.
Because those people are very bloody. As I said in our chat room long time ago, right after elections. They pour our people on the street, they were killing. So we can find a means. There's always a means. But let it be lesson to our so-called intelligentsia
Right.
Who feel that President we are when I'm speaking the English and he didn't go to the same schools with them and he came from the green grass. So even if he's speaking a raw Gibraltar English, they still consider him incompetent, even if he's building our roads, respecting the law, giving the space for people for freedom of speech, freedom of association, building pays fees for our schools, free education. Still, they consider those things nothing. And all those things were initiated just in the first year of President we are government. We're in the first year. We started those processes. So they felt that he was not adequate enough for them to lead their country. He's not the type to lead their country. Now their account is there. See what is happening. Lawlessness. And Mr. Kima, and the other thing is that even it have been coming over, even been worst. Because you will have a bunch of arrogant, overly confident people who will not listen to anybody or anything. Yeah. So there where we are.
Thank you very much.
Boakai and his son Kun. We have to, I don't know how Liberian people are going to do it, but there have to be a way to keep them in check.
Right.
If not, that country will become totally lawless as it driving towards. Thank you, Mr. Kima.
Thank you very much. Solo Senior.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, our chairman, my pops, Madam Chopping, all our good people of the CLN. I say thank you for having the hope and always being on the side of democracy, because this is the only tool, this is the only fight that can win democracy. If you don't have democracy, then forget it. Then let's just turn back the page and go back to monarchy. It will be fine. Maybe we will survive on it. But I have to disagree with small point my sister Chaplin made about Olani Ellis coming will be back. Ellis coming not take power, so I can prejudge him. But we knew who Boakai is. They knew what kind of person Boakai is. They knew Boakai party. They knew what he's capable, what the party is capable of, and yet they got rid of the good man to put him there. So when you put somebody like that in power, if I say, okay, if Mr. Gibbon said, no, you know what? Aliko Duncan, you the richest man in Africa, you live in Nigeria. I said in my son, Solo CEO to come to you and bring the honey to me. Trust me, that man, when I put a hand, Isa. That means you trust me. So when I come to you and the honey all over my beer and everything, as we say, Solo, did you eat the honey? I said, no. Then you just have to live with it because you knew me, you trusted me. That's why you did it.
Right.
The people, the students that are gallivanting all over the place, you can do that only with a peaceful president that can look at the law and say, you will not touch those children. They are exercising their right. You will give them water to drink. That's your mandate, and you will obey me. How many times you see Boakai open up the presidential playbook and read it? Because it's sitting down on president, we are dead most of the time. You call it Bible, in that Bible, that the presidential playbook.
The AMEU students that just graduated, the graduates, right? Katumu was the guest speaker, the keynote speaker. The young people were praying and hoping that Katumu would tell us, say, I will refund all of your graduation fees.
No. You see, Mr. Gibbon, that's the thing. They are not smart enough. People like that, you know who Boakai, the whole family, you know who they are. If I were you, I would not use that send for the government. I would have just sent for the former president and say, oh, President, we are Kali. He will say, oh, you know what? Yeah, yes, more here to cover all your tuition. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first thing, Mr. Gilman, they condemn the people before they even talk to them.
Right.
You know, look at the troublemaker then. That's why they don't invest in education. That's why they don't invest into the healthcare, because if you're doing better, if you're speaking, look at the student, look at the debate. Huh? Even the principal get on there, he totally lost. Nobody knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, they said that the registrar.
Let
it register there.
Mr. Gilmore, you telling me that it's not it's the Secretary General, but it's not the chairman. What's the difference?
What's the difference?
What's the difference? They play.
Oh, man, let's go.
It just. Thank you, Mr. Gilmore.
No doubt. Thank you very much. Yeah, folks, I've done so for us here tonight. Anymore. Thanks to our team of panelists and analysts. Michelle Lawrence, you're welcome. Rebecca Sayre. All you distributors of the show, thank you very much. Anymore. No, Monique Boyer. Anymore. You can join us on the radio on the FM dial. What an entertainment never stops. Let's continue to keep our country and host alive. Sometimes it's good to stand alone in your beliefs. That is the right thing to do. Josephine Kimmel. Julius Melton. Anymore.